Yep. Oh, weak connection.
Oh,
My internet been effing up all week too.
hopefully they just all go out.
Hey, yeah, just take it down. You know, shit ain't working anyway.
This is Reuters.
Yep.
Striking Hollywood actors
Shalom.
Friday for the first day of a
Louisville,
two-month
Texas.
strike.
Before we
that
go
has
any
forced
further, we're
US
going to face the
studios to
east.
halt
Give all
productions.
praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakradash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule well, teach well, teach in its entirety. This is Brother Kalab, also go by Hope, Grace, and Mercy.
I'm the brother Lob, also go by Heart of David.
All right, and we out here again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Out here to do the will and the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, making our call and election sure.
Outside offices like
And today we're gonna go into some. We're gonna just bring out some articles before we get into the lesson.
Actress Andrea
To show that this place is true. All right, the first article is coming from End Time Headline, and it reads, parents in the UK can now be arrested for not paying for their child's sex transition.
After President
Sick.
That's sick,
star
bro.
of the
You
TV
gonna lock
series
somebody up, you know what I'm saying? For not wanting to be sick. That's the sick part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Putting them in jail because they won't, you know what I'm saying, adhere to something so wild and sickening, man. But this place is sick, man, because that's all you got, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying, this wicked place, man. They just want to go against the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. So that's why this place has to be burned, man.
You know what I'm talking about too? Those gender reassignment surveys. That's what So I bet that the government would assist children who ain't got the money and help them get those surgeries.
Damn,
Sick.
financial aid on the transition, man.
Hey, that's a lesson right there.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They also want
All right.
assurances that their work
Next
will
one
not be
says
replaced by
Sweden
AI.
allows Bible burning outside embassy. Okay.
And yeah, that tells you that America, Europe is the reincarnation of the Roman and the Greek Empire. And because you know in Maccabees 1, they was tearing the book to pieces and burning the scriptures. Same thing as Sweden.
All right. They want to see some burns. You hold tight.
Yup.
A lot about to burn.
Yeah, the Most High ain't mocked.
And beyond, hitting a slew of companies that rely on Hollywood productions for business. And
Sickness.
economic
And
damage
Shalom
is
to my
expected
mom,
to
daughter
spread
Yahweh.
to actors
And
and
Shalom
Hollywood
to
lives.
Princess Thamar. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakazam to y'all sister.
Yes, it passed. The U.S. House of Representatives on Friday passed a bill allocating $886 billion for the Department of Defense. But the
Article
normally
is coming from
bipartisan
the
National
End Time
Defense
Headlines. Also, it
Authorization
says
Act cleared the Republican
transgender
House
model
to vote
broke
largely
boundaries
along party lines.
with beauty pageant
Came
wins.
after far-right Republican
Anybody could
lawmakers
tell
were able
this.
to patent
Man, I don't even know it was one going on. But you already know they gonna let them win everything, man. They gonna let them win everything.
paying for travel for service members to
That's also going on in sports too. Like it be a transgender running track. The transgender will win.
Oh yeah, I seen
The
this.
transgenders I'm thinking of ain't like women's fighting too.
Oh yeah, I seen one. This big old transgender. Bro, she wiped the floor
The
with this
military
chick,
cannot defend
man.
themselves if you train them.
Way bigger. Like she was bigger than an actual real man, bro. Mopped the floor with this chick, man.
Man, see,
This shit was crazy, bro.
see.
And another thing about it, the funny part about it is that I have
Democrats
a
opposed
homeboy,
the
you know what I'm
amendments,
saying,
though a
world, his
handful
sister,
supported the final
you know what I'm
bill.
saying, was
Most
actually in
such
that
as
beauty
Pennsylvania
pageant.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Serve in uniform should not be used
you know
as
what I'm saying?
political
But, hey,
pawns.
all
So
you gotta do is be
why did this
transgender and, you know what I'm
Republican-led
saying,
body
you get the
decide to
green
take
light,
a
man.
historically
crazy.
bipartisan
They
piece
gonna
of
also get that
legislation
green
from the
light
House
now,
Armed
right?
Services Committee
Oh, yeah?
hostage by adding scores
Look
of
at that.
extreme GOP culture
The
war
next article
priorities to
says,
it, including,
naked climate
least of
change
all,
protests
clearest
in
day, a
Wisconsin
backdoor policy to a
allows a
national
little girl
abortion
to
ban.
join.
The NDAA
That's
is one of
enough,
the
man.
only major pieces
So they
of
had a
legislation
naked
Congress
protest.
passes
You
annually.
said against the weather?
Addresses everything from
Climate
purchases
change.
of ships and
Climate change
aircraft to
protests, they
pay
all ran
increases for
naked.
soldiers and
had a little child in it, probably running
The
naked.
House measure includes a pay
See,
raise for members
that's because these Edomites ain't got nothing.
to counter
Now
China.
later the been some Jakes who got body, who got things, naked. There'd have been all kind of indecent exposure.
Oh, they was free. They was getting 10 years on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know when Jake gonna realize that they can't do what these Edomites do, man.
Yep.
Like, we under the curses, you know what I'm saying? You can't join with these people, man. You got your own battle you going through, man.
Yeah.
That's going to cause
Shalom to the brother Kwan Nawath. Shalom Malaki. How about send me outside Baraka's up?
Shalom to the brother Shimgar out there in H-Town, man.
Shalom, Maki.
Shalom, bro.
Yeah, that's straight. Yep. So today's lesson, we're going to get
from Fox
into the
News at 1:06 p.m. today.
which is the central bank digital currency. The digital currency that's going to replace the U.S. dollar and replace all the other currencies throughout the world. Which article just came out through the week that the CBDCs must be implanted under the scheme. Now we're gonna go through some precepts, go through some articles, and we're gonna mesh it all together through the spirit. Shalom to the brother Yahweh's messengers, reasonable service. To the brother Shamgar, Shalom Malakim.
Their remains were found within a quarter-mile stretch of Gilgo Beach back in 2010. Investigators say back in January of this year, Human's DNA was collected on pizza crust.
First precept we bringing out is coming from the book
was also linked to the killings by burner phones allegedly used to
chapter 14 and verse 17.
More
And
charges
it
could be
reads,
added. Defense policy
"For look
passed
how
the
much
House
the
ruling on
world shall
partial
be
trades and
weakened
DEI
through
policies
age.
throughout the military.
So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein."
Yeah, so the world gets weaker through age. So evils are multiplied in the earth. This breakdown on many levels. For example, the nation of Israel. We got weaker as a nation through the generations. Generation after generation. People getting more and more wicked. Oh, we see that even within the family. The grandma say, man, we couldn't do that when we was kids, And now we saying that. Like, how is these kids getting away with this stuff? That's the world getting weaker through age. But also, when you apply it to Esau's rulership, his kingdom has ran its course. So what is falling apart? So even through age, the house of Esau is getting weaker. Like when you read the book of Maccabees, it tells you that Alexander the Greek, when he came into power, that he had defeated all the kings in the earth. He had conquered all the kings in the earth, put them to death. And it says at that point that evils was multiplied in the earth. Well, Esau is pretty much he conquered the earth with the sword. But Esau falling out of power, so he gonna resort to what he knows best. Like for example, as you back a cat into the wall, the cat gonna use his claws. Well, Esau is backed into a corner, and because his empire is falling. Well, he gonna resort back to the sword. He gonna resort back to the thing that brought him into power, which would be that sword. The water, I'm gonna check on that real quick. He said it sounded like something. Hey, the water to the brother Mashak. Now one of them apps was doing something. But yeah, that's the point. Esau's rulership is falling apart. He came into power with the sword, and when he came into power with the sword, the evils was increased in the earth. Well, he's gonna resort to what he knows best, which is the sword. Therefore, evils gonna be increased in the earth again.
Yep, this place is getting weaker and weaker. And I remember everybody played outside. Now kids don't even go outside no more. They just want to, be on their phones, be on their video games, and not only that, but when I was growing up, we had one gay child that lived in our neighborhood, just one. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a pandemic. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They forcing it on the kids in the school. You know what I'm saying? Confusing the kids because they got a weak mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's it. The world getting weaker through age.
Yeah.
It's all it's in the mind, the morals and the values.
Oh yeah.
That's spiritual.
That's exactly what I see, bro. Like, just I can imagine like when our grandparents was kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was tough. You ain't had no time to be weak. You know what I'm saying? But look at us now. Fast forward 2023. You know what I'm saying? It's just folly everywhere, man. Just straight weakness.
Yeah.
Straight weakness. It was a brother over at the light trying to see what we was out here doing. We was like, come over. He was like, all right, I'm gonna come over. But his wife, it looked like his wife was driving. Eve ain't bat an eye over here. You think she finna turn around? You know what I'm saying? To come over here?
Yeah.
Light change green. They did 100 up to the next block, man. You know?
Yeah, because even the women being the head of the household and wearing the pants, that's evil. You know, the Lord ain't make you to be a leader or to wear the pants.
She had to get home to her TikTok.
Yeah. You know, maybe her makeup was something.
From the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 11. And it reads, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Now the Christian church totally screwed this up. They picture a literal beast in the fire-breathing dragon.
Right.
So when it says spoke as a dragon, well, I'm gonna do a Google search on this word draconian. And this is the definition for the word draconian. Excessively harsh and severe laws. So this beast that's speaking as a dragon, that would be Esau, the so-called white man, giving these harsh laws. And think back to 2020, 2021. If you ain't got a mask, you can't enter a grocery store. That's a draconian law. That's speaking as a dragon. You ain't got that jumper, well, you can't be employed. You're gonna lose your job.
Can't participate in society.
Yeah, regardless of how many kids, how many people you taking care of. You know, that's a draconian law. Well, them saying the CBDCs must be implanted under the skin, that's another form of speaking as a dragon.
Yep.
Because see, they telling you that it must happen, but they not telling you what's gonna be the penalty of not receiving the CBDC under your skin. Which pretty much you're not gonna be able to function in society, not being able to buy or sell. Yep.
Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22. And it reads, I'm reading out the sword today on that iPad wrist.
Said 30, 31 and 32?
31 and 22.
Okay.
All right. And it reads, how long wilt thou go about, O thy backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Hey, yup.
Shalom for that precept.
And that's the new thing that you see in the earth is the woman wearing the pants. Because what we just read before, that evils are going to increase.
Yep.
Well, the woman compassing a man, that's one of those new evils that's sweeping the earth.
Yes.
And it's going to lead to the downfall of the majority of the people.
Right. And that's Esau's plan, you know what I'm saying, to have a woman above the man. They pay them more in the workplaces. You know what I'm saying? A woman can choose to be feminine when she get ready to get what she want. You know what I'm saying? She can attempt to be masculine to get what she want. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she just got a new job and she make what I make in a full month. She make more than what I make in a full month every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a design. That's all a design. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much experience you got, you know what I'm saying, what you got on your belt. And then when it comes to the job situations, they don't want to see no strong brothers, you know what I'm saying, in these corporations or making some good money. Cause like where I work at I work for I'm not gonna say the name, but I work for a top Fortune 500 company, and guess what? They only really hire women and gays, the gay men. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though I work from home, when I have to go into the office, you get to see who you work with, and it's like only like probably two or three, you know what I'm saying, solid brothers in there. All the rest is just women, and I'm talking like a droves of 90 at a time, you know what I'm saying, that they hire. All women, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 brothers, solid brothers, and the rest, you know what I'm saying, sodomites. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and that's the spirit too, because Esau elevated the woman, so he ain't got to deal with us. That's what the serpent did in the garden. He ain't go mess with Adam. He got to Adam through Eve. So that's why they got the woman sort of as the mediator who deal with Esau, then come back to us. And then they come back to us all discombobulated. You know what I'm saying?
And it's also like they use a woman because you got brothers out here in this world, you know what I'm saying, having failed marriages because they can't rule their household because they don't want to upset their mama and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, you come into new families and see like the turmoil, like, you don't want to make mama mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, can you grab put up another precept? Second Peter 3 and 7. Solomon, the brother, Kingdom Driven. Not familiar with the brother, but glad you could tune in.
Shalom to the brother, Sahawam La. You said Second Peter
3 and 7.
3 and 7.
Yep.
So we're gonna jump to the book of 2 Peter 3 and 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So the earth is being preserved until that day of judgment. The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, think about the 5th or the 6th verse. It says, he who letteth will let him continue. Meaning the Lord is letting Esau do what he do for these evils to increase, so he can catch them in the act and burn them all up.
It's all part of the Yahweh game plan.
Yup. He watching the cameras.
Oh yeah.
He gonna catch him when he about to fill his belly.
Sure. Pick it back up from the book of Revelations chapter 13 and verse 4. And it reads, and they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?
So we just read a few moments ago that the beast spake as a dragon. Draconian laws, excessively harsh and severe laws that they're going to put into action through their legislation. Now we reading, people of the earth, they worship the beast and say who was able to make war with the beast. So a lot of these people gonna follow these draconian laws because they feel like they can't challenge or come up against the beast. They're gonna say, what can we do? Right. We can't do nothing against them. We might as well go along with it.
Right. And they gonna also,
No, that was it.
They all they gonna also, man, especially our people, they gonna sugarcoat it for themselves. They gonna be like, well, it must not be too bad if they saying this is what we gotta do now.
I hear that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like the young brothers that you was talking to at that camp you had last week, when you was telling them about the dollar collapsing and stuff like that. All they could think about is, okay, so when that happened, is we gonna be able to start back spending our money at some point?
Yeah.
And then we talked about how they was actually like, well, what if we go to another country? No, man, this devil is about to come down with everything he got, man. He ain't doing this, he ain't making these changes to be your friend. He making these changes because, saying? It's in his DNA to go against the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Yup.
You know, but you would want this to happen. You know what I'm saying? We want this to happen. You know what I'm saying? The worse it get here, the closer we are to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai returning. You know what I'm saying? Those chariots of salvation pulling up.
Oh, and that was a beautiful clip that you had showed this week.
Oh yeah,
Man, that was unreal.
That was, hey, and the thing about it is that I got that from a family member who really not a believer. You know what I'm saying? But I be talking to him, telling them what's going on, the things, you know what I'm saying, to be looking out for. And slowly, you know what I'm saying, they sending me stuff, asking questions. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all watching me outside, you know what I'm saying. I hope that, you know what I'm saying, they wake up, because if they know like we know, like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, like the prophecy say, hey man, you better get with it.
Yup.
Better get with it, man, or you gonna melt.
Oh man, yeah.
Or however y'all Bashem Yahweh Shai seems to let judgment play out over.
Yup. And before we move on, you know who was able to make war with the beast? That shows you that the beast, that the white man, he got the power to enforce these draconian laws. He also got the power to punish you, to penalize you for coming up against it. You know, he not gonna speak these unreasonable things for people not to obey and to go off freely. You know, he gonna make you suffer for it.
And he also got the power to put everything in the media that he wants you to read and believe and see. And you know what I'm saying? All right, so what's going on in Russia? All they doing is just like, you know what I'm saying, putting up videos about Russia is this and Russia is that.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear Russia's side of the story, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, they control everything. They got the power to, you know what I'm saying, cut off the internet so in certain places so you don't see what's going on over there in France.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Oh, man, but you know what? That power was given to them by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So, like, we want this to happen, man. Let it go down the way it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Every time something happen, man, even when it comes to something as small as them clipping the brother channel or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving praise. It's like, hey, man, this ain't no secret scene that was snuck in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Bashem Yahweh Shai, he allowing everything to happen, man.
Hey, that's true. You know, who can go to war against the beast? Because, you know, there's a bunch of people that be scared to say certain things. I don't want to get the channel took down, guys. I done heard that from various news report, alternative news sources in the world. But, you know, us in the truth, hey, we ain't worried about the power of the beast. Take this channel down, we going to make another one.
Yep.
So the power of the beast don't really, we not in fear of it. You know, we don't fear nothing that he can do or take from us. You know, it's all irrelevant.
They don't want to offend.
Hey, and also too, not wanting to offend, that's a form of worshiping the beast. Like, we don't want to upset Esau. You want to play by the rules, and you making the beast your God. That's beast worship.
You grab Baba Kashab.
Yep.
18.
All right, so we're going to jump to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 18, real quick.
18 and 19.
Okay. Ezekiel 22, verses 18 through 19. Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. They are even dross of silver. What's that dross? That's when precious metals begin to tarnish and lose value. Well, the world becoming weaker through age, the nation of Israel has become its dross. You know, we done lost value, for going off in the wickedness. Verse 19, therefore, thus says the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem. We go a little more. And that's the silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, that's a hard passage right there. Hey, yeah, and you know, the doors of repentance are still open to not be melted in that furnace.
Right.
Hey, but if you get this CBDC, you know, which we heavily warning the people about, hey, your fate is sealed.
That's the ultimate cross right there.
Oh, yeah.
Ultimate cross.
That's cold, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the ultimate cross. Yeah, we know that according to the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, we are how about Shimmy Shai's precious jewels.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? But even now, if you got a gold ring or a diamond chain at home and it's full of dross, it's tarnished, that thing don't have the same value in your eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Opposed to a piece of jewelry that you have that's really standing out. It's shined up all the time. You don't have to clean it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna look at it different. Shalom, how you doing?
Hey, are y'all live? I just want to know. I'm curious what you're reading.
The Bible.
Just straight up out of the Bible.
Straight up out the Bible.
Yeah, you believe in the Bible or whatever?
Yeah, I read scripture.
Okay.
So you know the Lord has a chosen people.
I do.
All right, so
Let me ask you before you pull out there, who are the Lord's chosen people?
Well, I believe they're the Hebrews, and I believe they have a certain look to them, and I believe they're very special people, and I believe that they come from certain special tribes.
okay, so yeah, based on scripture and history and prophecy, we find out that the so-called Jewish people and the Israelis in the land right now, we found out they not the real people.
Yeah, a lot of evidence points to that.
So we found out it was pretty much. Let me grab the sign real quick. All right, Shalom. So we found out it'll be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, because the Lord told His people when He pulled them out of Egypt, you obey me, I set you above all nations. But pretty much if you disobey, I'm gonna sit you beneath everybody. And that the true Israelites will be in that low position in the end days. Would you agree that like being the end times? So yeah, when you go to Daniel 2 and 21, because the Christian church, they corrupted the meaning of the end of the world. You know, a lot of people push that the earth is going to be destroyed or that the ground is going to open up. Oh no, so it's a picture to sort of go with it, showing that the actual ancient Hebrews.
Yeah, the whitewashing and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, you well informed. So
Man, I've gone deep into it.
oh okay. Well, Daniel 2 and 21, He changeth the times and the seasons.
Yeah.
He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that don't understand. So pretty much the current rulership and kingdoms in the earth, the end of the world is pretty much they're gonna be removed from power.
Yeah.
So the two dominant people that would be ruling would be the so-called white man. We say so-called because white, Caucasian, not in the scriptures. They would be the Edomites, and then you also got the Asian countries like China, Korea, trying to be the next world superpower. They're not gonna never make it because the Lord gonna chime in. So pretty much how the Lord destroyed Egypt to free His people, He's gonna destroy America to free His people once again. And salvation will only be for a remnant of the Lord's people, because salvation is not being saved from the devil. When we come to the book of Luke chapter 1, I'm gonna read what salvation is real quick. It's pretty much being saved from your enemies and from the hand of the people that oppress you.
Can I say something to that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I've been talking a lot, alright? And I've had some brothers that I believe that were looking to go y'all Generation 9 back in there. I've been humbled by the tribe. Now, the thing I see with the Hebrews is I think they get caught up a lot in the mind. The thing is, Messiah was here, he pointed everybody to the rock. He said, I'm here doing His work and His will. You go to Him, and He'll teach you everything you know, the Holy Spirit. Now the thing is, His chosen people rejected Him. Messiah. So he grafted in all the Gentiles during that time. And he said, yeah, y'all can come on in, but there's coming a time, he said, y'all won't see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name, which I believe his name is Yahuwah. And I believe that the Messiah's name was Yahusha. And Yahushua. Is it Yahushua? Okay, Yahushua. Yahushua?
He grafted in Gentiles. He wasn't talking about other nations. Did you believe that he grafted in everybody else?
So anyone that wanted to partake in the covenant that he had, because he had a covenant, from what I understand, with the law. And then when he came, he said, I'm coming to fulfill the law. Not that the moral law is done away with, but the sacrificial part, this is what I understand. Okay.
We can break it down.
Yeah, we can break it down. But the sacrificial part, he came in, when he gave up his life, he fulfilled that. And now he says, anyone who wants to come and have part of that, become part of my covenant.
So you talking about the new covenant?
So it's a new. I believe it's a new covenant. What I understand, it's a spiritual covenant. Basically, you're accepting and sacrifice. People sacrifice the lambs and things like that. Now you're accepting and sacrifice. I want to follow the way you. I'm going to follow the moral law. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna steal. I'm gonna be faithful. I'm gonna speak well to people. I'm gonna love people. It's a covenant of love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Has America been doing it? No lying, no cheating, no steal. America done it?
No, they have not been doing that. And I believe that system is going down. And the Creator, he's going to thrash it down.
Right.
And I believe that he's going to raise his people up. Okay? And he's going to make them kings and queens again.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is, I also see a dark force trying to manipulate a little bit and just trying to get people maybe deceived a little bit of looking too much inward instead of looking more at him.
Well, the great deception has already been out. They whitewashed the true names.
Yeah.
What our Lord and Savior really looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was
hard.
I got a few precepts. So like, when we come to Matthew 10, I'm gonna go up to verse 5. These 12, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus, sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans, but go right to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So even the Lord and the disciples was sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and nothing really changed. Because when we go to Hebrews 13 and 8, I believe, it reads, Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So if he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, he couldn't have changed up the game plan and went to the other nations. But like this brother said, there's two different kind of Gentiles. You got the natural born Gentile, meaning non-Israelites, but there would be spiritual Gentiles, which would be Israelites that grew up living the life of a Gentile, or had a Gentile mentality. Are you familiar with the book of Maccabees?
Yeah, I've read it once, but I don't remember something about it.
I could probably read it, but pretty much that's when the Israelites, that's when they was forced to convert to the ways of the Greeks.
Right, yeah.
And they was pretty much put to death if they was found keeping any of the law or reading the scriptures. And I think Maccabees chapter 2, it says that the Jews couldn't even profess themselves to be a Jew, meaning they couldn't call themselves Jews anymore.
Right.
So I can't remember if it's Titus or Timothy, but throughout Paul's letters, you see different people, different disciples, they may refer to themselves as Greek. They couldn't really call themselves Greek anymore.
Yeah, but can I add something to that real quick?
Yeah.
Like America, right? Oppressing, the Greeks oppressing, Romans oppressing, all that happened because these chosen people turned away from
Yep.
it. And now they thought they were still doing this work, but they didn't realize they're serving these other beings, they're demons. They're serving these demons. He's like, I'm not going to be a part of that stuff. You either do it all for me, or it's nothing. And then he sends them and says that they're going to slavery, they're going to a land that's not yours, and basically the curses. Curses from Deuteronomy, curses from Leviticus, that this is all going to happen to y'all. And it hurts my heart seeing the Hebrews. When I was woken up by my Creator, I believe I've repented of anything like that. It's not on me right now. I'm just a vessel. I believe He wants me to be here. I believe He's talking through me right now. All right, He's talking to y'all. Because I wouldn't be doing this otherwise.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Most people are scared. Who wants to come talk to somebody and videotape?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody likes doing that. Like, He wants His people to turn completely holy to Him and not to serve these other things. And it's a pure love devotion to Him, and I believe He reveals everything else. We don't need a man to tell us who He is. He'll tell us to go to Him and pray. Father in heaven, please reveal to me. Reveal to me who You are, who I am. And it just, I don't like seeing the curses, man. I still see it. I still see them, bro. I come out here, I see the guy got stabbed at CBS, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a month ago. Stabbed in the back, I don't know how many times. I still see guys more. Go to Oklahoma. I see these guys on the street. They're laying there, and I don't know how many generations they've been there. The curse has got to be lived out. You know what I'm saying? We love what we got to go through.
So,
that's what it is. Because we know that we got to do it. Until you turn. Don't go. He can wipe away curses like that. No, the curses got to be. Turn back to God, and He will change your whole life.
I gotta put something back on that. When we come to the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. So like the brother said, the curses gotta be fulfilled. So Luke 21 and 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So pretty much all Gentile nations, non-Israelite people, will have a chance to rule the earth and lead the Lord's people into captivity for a specific time. That's when we read Daniel 20:21. He changed the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. Well, all the non-Israelite nations, they had their time to rule. So now the Lord is going to remove them from power and set up the kingdom of Israel. That's why the disciples asked the Lord, who the world called Jesus, will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? It wasn't restore the kingdom, restore peace to all people. They was concerned about them being put back in power. Also too,
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when Israel, Israel gets restored, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to everybody. His people. See? Because right now we have right now the people that are in power, they don't know how to use that power.
When the wicked,
People are designed to step into that authoritative role, and they can handle that power. They know because they don't train for that. They can step up there and say, you know what, this is wrong, we're doing it. It out. He gifted them to be able to do that. I'm not gifted for that. His people are gifted for that. When He raises them up, that's what He created them specially to do. To be a blessing. To people, the darkness, everything evil, where people don't kill children, or because the laws right now are written in a way that people hurt each other. And they actually promote hurting people. Now by being outside, come back to power. What's going to happen to those who are in power as of right now?
I got a scripture back here that was clear. So the Bible says it's a time to heal, a time to kill, a time for everything under the sun. So when we come to 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, it reads, seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So all the nations, non-Israelite nations, that troubled the Lord's people, or the Lord is going to pay them back for what they did to his people. And we just read in Luke that, all the Gentile nations will lead his people away captive. So pretty much the Lord is going to pay back slavery to all the non-Israelite nations. So the benefits is really only for the nation of Israel. When we come to Isaiah 14:2, it reads, the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So in the land of the Lord, the house of Israel is going to possess certain people for servants and handmaids. And it gets more specific. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. So all the non-Israelite nations who took the Lord's people into captivity, they're going to go into captivity. Then it finishes off by reading, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So in the kingdom of heaven, what's going to be established on earth, there has to be somebody in power, but you can't have a true kingdom unless you got servants under you. Right. So all people will be better, but so when we say all people going to be better, they're going to be in slavery, under a righteous authority, and to the same measure and same degree that they put us in slavery. So the harsher they was to us, the harsher their slavery going to be. But there won't be unemployment. There won't be homeless people. There's not going to be diseases and cancer because they're not going to be eating abominable foods. There's not going to be pollution, chemtrails, GMOs. There won't be homeless animals. So the scriptures say when the wicked... I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, it won't be abortion. Yup. Proverbs 29:2 say, when the wicked rule, the people mourn, the people, the animals, the earth. Yup. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So people going to be in slavery, but they're going to be healthy, not sick. No mental illness. People want to commit suicide. And so everybody going to benefit from us being in authority, but they still going to be in subjection to the Lord's people. So,
let me grab this for you. This is coming from the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. We read, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Giving the patience all the people who had the Lord's chosen and the Israelites 12 tribes in subjection, slavery, shot us down in the street, all this kind of stuff. The same thing is going to happen. So like what you and just to piggyback off what you had said earlier, you just come to God and he'll just change everything. Yeah, he's gonna change everything. It's gonna be changing the places.
Changing the places,
the places like the movie. You ever saw that movie? How they swap places. I think so. Eddie Murphy and another actor. So it's gonna be a true change of places. So anybody whose bloodline don't go back from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're gonna be a slave in the kingdom. They're gonna be in slavery for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, the Lord gonna burn them off the face of the earth. So like everybody gonna benefit. They gonna benefit because they on a righteous ruler. But it ain't gonna be like everybody gonna be benefiting. We're gonna be one on the same thing, same level. What goes around comes around. Y'all might see outside when you say destroy this place. Again, this is the device.
I was about to go into that. So that's why we see the wars and the rumors of wars. The world is going to end by fire, but not a place called hell. The Lord going to rain nuclear missiles throughout the earth. Like previously, he rained fire, but now he's going to rain fire. That's going to come by nuclear missiles. Yeah. So if you look at a nuclear missile, it's shaped like a raindrop. Yep. So that's gonna be the final thing to bring the Lord's return, and then at that moment, a remnant of his people gonna receive the salvation. Now all of Israel The scripture say he gonna kill off 2/3 of his people. Those we out here to show the people like y'all are the Lord's people. Turn back to the book, seek him while you can. 2/3 not gonna hear. So the 2/3 gonna suffer the fate of the non-Israelites. But the world, the book deals with regeneration. So everybody will come back into their proper place into the kingdom.
It's coming from the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces with the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You know, so-called white man, the world calls the white man, they the ones who did all this. You know what I'm saying? Like you had said earlier, I'm just going off the points that you made. You got to come back, be faithful. I'm not going to steal, I'm not going to kill. Well, so-called white man can do that. So that's what it was based on. And we out here still living a lie. We got faithful. There ain't no way to get around it. No matter what the Christianity church lies have been fed to our people and other nations. It don't matter what they lies are. And so how about you outside? It's going to pass all that down. Judgment from the missiles, nuclear missiles, guess what? They're going to be born in the kingdom as slaves.
Yeah.
Y'all want my prayer real?
No, we good.
Well, we don't really pray on like on street corners. They're mainly like in the closet, you know. So, like in the scripture say, you know, pray to him in secret, he'll reward you openly.
Okay.
But no, I appreciate the offer though.
Yeah. Can I just say it just from my heart? I love y'all.
Oh man, appreciate
And
it.
I really, just from me to you, I love y'all, and I hope the best for y'all. And I hope that y'all have the best life, full of blessings, okay, full of truth. I hope our Father in heaven just reveals some truth to y'all, and that y'all feel the power.
He did. And that's why we out here on these highways, you know what I'm saying, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. He already did it. You know what I'm saying? What you so-called, what you praying for, he already sprung that into action. You know?
Well, thank y'all for your time. Thanks a lot. Okay.
All right, I'll take it. All right. Hey, that's a tactic of the devil.
Yes,
you know, they
sir.
always got to end off. Can I pray for y'all?
I pray for y'all?
Well, I hope the Lord shows y'all the truth. He did.
Guess what? He just showed you the truth too. He's sweating like a mud now. He can't even get in his car. Look at him at that pump. Oh, Lord, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh, Shah,
Hey, Shalom.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man.
Yeah. Shalom to the big brother Yahweh, SC. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh, Shah, Barakatah, and right on time. Hey, well, I'm gonna be sending them boys in trouble.
Yeah.
That's right on time. I think we had the last one we got was
Psalms. We didn't read it, but it was Psalms 140.
okay.
Psalms 140.
Let's get it. All right, so while we turn, I'm gonna just
Go ahead.
so yeah, you know, picking back up, you know, a minute ago we got, you know, he spoke as a dragon, draconian laws, harsh, excessively severe, unfair laws, unfair penalties. And that we also read who can make war with the beast. So the same people who's going to be passing these unfair laws with these unfair penalties, you know, people feel like, you know, what can we do against them? Might as well go along with it. But now, we're going to go to the book of Psalms 140.
Look at that Edomite driving off so slow. He going to go home and have about 15 cocktails, man. He ain't gonna be able to take it today, man.
Oh no, not today.
Why did I go over there? And I know a lot of Edomites. This how you know it. This what they do when they. he just kept on. I said, oh yeah, Edomite.
Oh man.
You know. All right, let me get this precept coming from the book of Psalms. chapter. Look at him holding up traffic, bro. That's him.
He really holding up. He driving
holding
slow.
Up traffic driving slow, man.
He look emotional, so I bet he crying.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all right, honey. His wife was looking at him like.
And he walked back
shaking.
defeated.
Yeah, he did. Look, he tried to put the key in the door, and it was already unlocked.
Oh man, he done lost it.
He lost it, man. All right, coming from the book of Psalms, chapter 140, starting at verse 1, and it reads, "Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man."
Who was that evil and violent man? Whose blessing was a sword? And I think Revelation 6 and 4, who was given a great sword to take peace from the earth, that they might kill one another. Esau, the so-called white man.
Verse 2, "Which imagine mischief in their heart continually. Are they gathered together for war?"
And the point here, verse 2, is he imagined mischiefs, wicked imaginations. Well, anything these Edomites think out, they put into their laws and legislation. They see how they can make it public and make it lawful to do. They justify themselves by their own law. So they wicked imaginations, they don't just sit in their brain forever. They eventually write it out on paper. That's speaking as a dragon. The draconian laws. I'm not gonna say and got the power to act on it and penalize people for not observing those draconian laws.
And like the guy that just came up, he kind of did that in the forum. Tried to, you know what I'm saying, push his philosophy of what he think. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about Shimmy Awashai will. He wished that he could write that into law. You know what I'm saying? But it don't go like that. The dragon came over here trying to speak a vain thing. You know what I'm saying? But no, we didn't go for that. No, don't pray for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope that the Lord shows you the truth. The truth that you talk about, you know what I'm saying, is why we in the same predicament we in right now.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that ain't worked for us all these years.
Worked for us all these years. I should have told him, go to the old ATM and get us $1,000 a piece.
If you really sorry.
If you really sorry.
Yeah, break it down with the brothers.
Right. Get some cash apps going there.
So, yeah, in verse 2, it says, see, he imagined mischiefs in his heart. Well, the verse 3 is the point.
All right. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips.
So, yeah, they sharpen their tongues like a serpent. What's them sharpening their tongue? Well, what do their tongue represent? Their laws and legislation. They have a wicked imagination. They write it out. Then they speak it to the public. So them sharpening their tongues, that's them going back to the table, polishing up their laws and legislations, bringing out new laws. Then when something is sharp, it's used to target a specific group of people, which they laws, them sharpening their tongue, is sent really to target the Lord's people. They laws and they laws and legislation is being sharpened and targeted to our people. That's why in 2021 they were saying they gotta get those jumpers to the Hispanic and the black communities. So that's their wicked imagination and sharpening their tongue.
This video excerpt just said that African American and Hispanic communities, they got to get it first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
They got to get it first. Like, then I remember this one time, when the C-19 first kicked off, they used one of those top generals, you know what I'm saying, to come on at the press conference at the White House, and he was like,
was he black?
He was a black dude, and he was trying to play soft words on Jake and Issachar. You know what I'm saying? If you love your grandmamas, just get the because you don't want her to be harmed. Like, come on, man. I mean, but you know what? I know so many people that fell for that, but I ain't saying mentally, I'm talking about physically. When our man got, anytime they put a 3-point jump shot out there, They went and got it. And guess what? They got all kinds of like illnesses now, man. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Left side of the body ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Hair falling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like real sick. Blood clots. Like serious blood clots, man. Like gotta go get surgeries done.
You seen some videos of them getting them blood clots getting.
They gotta have real major surgeries gotta be put under because of the multitude of clots in their leg. And guess what? They got the jump shot and they got the booster.
Yeah.
Like as many as they was giving out, bro.
Yup.
And they all are like ill right now, man.
Yup. Hey, and that's them having wicked imaginations and sharpening their tongue like a serpent. Because they got a split tongue. They say one thing but really mean another.
Reading on, next precept is coming from the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which that have prescribed. They have prescribed.
Yeah, so them unrighteous decrees, that's some draconian laws. You can't work unless you get the booster. You can't buy or sell unless you get the CBDC. And who's going to be passing those unrighteous decrees? Esau, the so-called white man.
Can't take place in society unless you get that, you know what, up under your skin. Think about it. Why? Hey, this is the prophecies. You know what I'm saying? And majority of Israel, I know in the J community, we all know about that the mark of the beast prophecy.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But now that it is here, and these people have been weakened through generations,
Yeah.
they still don't get it, man. They still don't get it because when you bring it up, that the mark of the beast under your skin and how it's out there in the media, when you ask them about it, they reference it to the point where like it's a new shoe or a CD just came out. Nah, I ain't heard about that. Nah, I ain't seen that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't go do no research. You know what I'm saying? They don't go check and see, is this really coming to pass? No, because they've been weakened through the generation. They got so much folly on their plate to keep them entertained and distracted.
Yeah. And it says right grievousness which they prescribe. So them sharpening their tongue, you know, they gotta write it out first in their laws and legislation. Then they gonna speak it and target it to a certain people. And they got that word prescribed. They prescribe grievousness to the people. They prescribed you the jumper and the boosters. And they gonna prescribe you that CBDC next. Shalom to my cousin Torrance, Yasha Allah 144.
Come on, bro.
Y'all about to see me outside Barakazah. My mom said when the Edomite was up here that my feed was good the whole time, but when he left, it started messing back up. So Esau wanted the people to hear Esau was spewing out. Yeah. And see, that's the power of the beast.
And then when he walked out, they probably like, all right, 10-4.
Cut the feed.
Let the feed.
Cut the
Mess with the feed. Hey, man, you can't stop worrying y'all about you outside. Oh, Shalom, bro. Torrance. Shalom. All right, next precept is coming from the book of Psalms, chapter 10, starting at verse 2. And it reads, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth in his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetousness whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power is not in all his thoughts.
Yeah, so the Most High not in the thoughts of these Edomites.
Right. At all.
Hey, and that's what pride is. You don't consider the higher power. You don't consider the higher power. You just go and do what you want to do. And, you know, and ultimately, they wicked imaginations, they wicked devices, you know, that they want to persecute the poor with. Hey, they're gonna be taken by that.
Reading on, verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth them up.
Yeah, his ways are grievous. Like, I was working in the warehouse during the pandemic, and we had to wear masks the whole time. In the warehouse, it's hotter in there than it is outside. It's stuffy.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, can't breathe. You gotta wear a mask. You take it off, you get in trouble.
Right.
Oh, and remember, probably some jobs, they was having people come in still. You know, everybody was late because they had to walk past the thermometer.
Get scanned in.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. You know, can't go into the grocery stores. You know,
Checking your temperature.
unless you got the jumper, temperature. You know, you can't work unless you got the booster. His ways are grievous to behold. That's some unrighteous decrees.
Do you remember before the C-19 happened, like Walmart, CBDCs, they used to stay open 24 hours.
Yeah.
And now, them suckers closing down, man.
Yeah.
Them suckers close down at a certain time. They just changing everything, man. Because we know ultimately, because you know what I'm saying, they just getting their agenda in place and in order and stuff.
Yeah, now everybody gotta go shopping at the same time.
Yep.
And the stores is overly crowded. No, his ways is grievousness to behold. Oh, verse 6.
Verse 6. All right. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be an adversity? Adversity. For I shall never be an adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Yeah, the words he speaks is full of deceit. Under his tongue, meaning under his words, when you read them between the lies, is mischief and vanity. He's speaking to you the lust, his wicked imaginations of his heart. You know, he don't mean no good for any of us,
Right.
even up here right now. The Edomite ain't mean no good for us.
Right.
Talking about can he pray to or pray for us?
He probably ain't, he might not be saying it in the car ride home with his family, but he probably calling us all kinds of N-words in his head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Driving. Honey, why are you so red? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret place doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
And that's the point. His eyes is always set against the poor. We would be the poor of the earth. And like we read a minute ago, that his wicked imaginations, he sharpeneth his tongue like a serpent. You know, the grievousness things that he write it and then speak it out to the public. But a lot of that stuff is targeting our people. Well, now that's him certain in the lurking places, lurking out against the poor. You know, it don't just mean he's sitting out through the city. He's sitting behind a desk somewhere, seeing how he also behind the screen.
Yep. But they also, he is, let me grab it, 8, I'm going to read the beginning of 8 again. He sitteth in the lurking places. You feel that right?
I do, yeah.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the village. The secret places doth he murder the innocent. But you know, in the hoods, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They is sitting, you know what I'm saying? Got they car backed in somewhere.
Undercover cars.
Undercover cops, hoping, you know what I'm saying, that they can catch a Jake. Well, Jake ain't even got to be speeding by. You know what I'm saying? They sitting somewhere, you know what I'm saying, in the poorest neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, ready to wreak havoc. Like that guy with the tow truck. You know what I'm saying? The truck he was towing couldn't be worth no more than $400. You know what I'm saying? But that person who they finna make they Saturday, you know what I'm saying, a living hell.
Yep.
You know? Who knows? That car sitting behind us. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a minute now.
Just been sitting there, you know, telling, you know, hey man, nothing they can do, man. Ain't nothing they can do.
Hey, prime example, almost favorite that car was the last week or the week before.
That brother
Brought up with the divider in it.
He was in a white car.
Oh, well, that's right. I remember now. Clean white car too.
It was a clean white car. All right. Verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
And what it says den, that's his office.
Oh yeah.
Where he write all this stuff out to act on it.
Poor and everything.
Yup.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
So yeah, Esau the white man is trying to catch the poor in his net. And what would that net be? That'd be the internet. You know, the thing that people love so much, you know, that's gonna be what he used to trap all the people. And because the internet is a net. And which we gonna expound on that real quick. I'm gonna pull up one of these articles real quick.
Go ahead, yeah.
So when he catch the people in his net, that net being the internet, we're gonna go into that a little bit. Like I got a little article, the title of it, the top 5 biometric recognition methods to re-image digital banking systems in 2023. Digital forms of identification. So for example, one of them would be digital fingertips or digital fingerprints. You know, that you can't access your account as you scan your fingerprint.
Yep.
Then you also got voice-based identification. You know, you speak and you can access your account through voice analysis. Yep. Also, they got facial recognition. That's why Snapchat got the filters and measure out your face. Well, and that's why iPhone had the thing, you can unlock your phone by looking at it.
Yeah, they still got it. The type of iPhone I got, that's the only way you can unlock it.
Hey, and his ways are grievousness to behold. Let's say those of us who don't want to do that, hey, we gotta comply to a certain degree anyway. Yep. And that's that net. And we're gonna expand on it. So they also got iris and retina scans. Cause you know they say the color of your eye, I think that's the iris. They say that's more unique than your fingerprint.
That's right.
And they say, you know, people who get their fingers cut, burned, you know, it could damage your fingerprint. Hey, but that retina don't change unless you lose your eyeballs. And they also got behavioral biometrics. And what that is financial decisions. Like if you spend money at certain places on the weekend, that's how they can identify you. Now, if you spend money at a new location, which I've done this before, been out of state, you spend some money, they send you a text.
You get a text message or call from your bank.
Hey, did you spend some money here?
You're right.
Hey, and how did they know that you spent some money there? Because you already part of that net, the internet. Because your voice analysis, digital fingertips, retina scans, your financial decisions,
your PIN code,
your PIN code, your search history, that's all part of the internet. And see, the bank is going to switch to biometric identification because they really need to get everybody's information to put it into the Internet of Things. Because the city's going to be set up like smart cities. You can only navigate through the cities by identifying yourself. Like I had a dream, they're gonna have mobile check-in stations. Like you got a pole here, a pole there. They're gonna have check-in stations where you're gonna need multiple forms of identification. You know, remember some things you do, you might need a debit card, a driver's license, a birth certificate, something with your name on it, social security card. They gonna do away with all that.
Away with that.
Be your voice, your fingerprint, your retina, your facial features. That's gonna be your multiple forms of identification.
It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you ultimately. They wanna just make it you all over. Cause I seen a video of an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? One of the brothers had posted, he was like, the Edomite was like, I don't wanna have to worry about my keys, my wallet, my ID, you know, how to lock my door, I just wanna go. Just right in the palm of my hand. You You know, because he had, you know, that what in his hand. You know what I'm saying? He could lock his house. He can unlock his Tesla. You know, he could go to Starbucks and get his coffee. See these Edomites are in for a rude awakening, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they come up and they get confounded with the scriptures according to how it really go, how this thing really gonna end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't take it because, you know what I'm saying? This stay heavy.
Oh yeah.
I got my Starbucks. I got my Tesla charged up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my non-fat yogurt. You know what I'm saying? With granola on top. You know what I'm saying? That's their life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they cool with it. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me if I get this under my finger, under my skin, I don't ever have to carry a wallet? When I go to the doctor's office, I don't need my information. It's all right there. Hell yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? They gonna sign right up, man.
Oh, that's a trait of Esau too. That's pretty much like a get rich quick scheme.
Yep.
They want it all at their fingertips, you know, right away.
Microwave thing.
And like,
microwave thing.
Yeah. And this is known as a microwave society too.
Everything fade.
And like the brother said right a minute ago, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. They think they're gonna, you know, make us part of this net. Oh, in which also the internet is known as the World Wide Web. You think of like a spider web. You know, America is building a digital web. You know, we all gonna be trapped in this digital society for those who gonna comply. Because I also did a lesson too. They're gonna have smart street lights with cameras on it. Smart cameras in all the buildings. That's gonna do facial recognition on people as they walk by. And if your information not in the system, it's not in the internet, or in other words, if you're not part of that net, you know, hey, it's gonna work against you. You know, the military police, I ain't gonna come get you.
All Edomites going into captivity. Bro.
Oh no, that was perfect. I've been meaning. I know I've been meaning to be more kitty catter because I be seeing all kind. Every time I look, everybody got their window rolled down.
Yeah, you notice that right there. That's when they roll that window down.
Yeah.
They act like they ain't listening. Then next thing you know, the window just go down.
Yeah.
You know? Some of them look over, and that's why I said that because she was like, she stopped eating her burrito.
Oh yeah.
She was just looking like.
And I appreciate the back. Yeah.
Oh no, you got my bad feeling.
No, that was it. But yeah, you know, just reading that again, verse 9, he doth catch the pork when he draweth him into his net. Hey, that's why licenses all over the place. QRS scanners. They ain't even got a paper menu no more.
Right.
You got to scan it to the menu.
Yep.
Crazy.
And I had seen this thing where getting warned not to scan this QR code for a menu in public because that QR code was really sinking into your phone and getting your information.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was a fraud. It pulled up a menu, but at the same time, the person who created that QR code, they on the back end inside of your bank account.
And see, that shows you that that's the internet is the net. It's a digital web. You know, you try to scan into something. Now, like if you go into a net or a spider web, you touch it, now it's stuck to you. Now they done latched on to you in a digital sense to get your information. You know, it's with you everywhere that you go now.
That's what they want, bro.
You scan into it, it's a trap. Now you part of that trap. So that net or that web, hey, it's gonna be everywhere. The street lights, the 5G towers. It's gonna be inside of you too. That RFID microchip.
Like over there in China, they got a thousand cameras on each corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Face recognition. You can't go into a certain part of town if your credit score ain't up to par.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do something, your credit score get dinged, and they plaster your information on a billboard, bro,
Man.
for the public, man.
See, that's that digital net. That net is the internet that Esau is gonna try to merge with physical reality.
Yep.
You know, the internet, that net, it's gonna govern our life. Like my mom watched the movie, but pretty much the people was microchipped. And if they wandered too far from their house, that microchip will give them a headache.
Wow.
But over there in China, which probably they're gonna do here, if you wonder outside of these 15-minute smart cities, your CBDC don't work. You go too far from your house, you can't purchase nothing. Because they argument is why you venture that far out from your house anyway. That's that net. Hey, that's a spirit too, because the net holds you back. If you ever look at a fly, when it get caught in the spider web, it restricts its movement. Well, that microchip, which is part of that web, part of that digital net, if you go too far, it's going to restrict your actions. You walk 20 minutes from your house and you hot, you can't buy no water unless you get back to where you're supposed to be. Or you go too far off and it restricts you by giving you a headache.
Or you do something that the government deem, that they don't like, they can just cut you off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So think about it. If you using that to buy, sell, get in your car, start your car, get into your house, they gonna really cut you off until you bow down to, they laws and they decree.
Yeah.
Then people gonna probably be like, well, they cut off my chip, but I'm married and my wife got everything on hers. You know what I'm saying? They gonna cut everything off, man, for everybody in your household problem.
Yeah, we gonna all be part of that net, part of that web. You helping somebody that's deemed as a what's the word?
Not functioning in society.
Pretty much they rebellious. I forget the word, but you try to help them out, and you're gonna be trapped right along with them because you already part of that net.
They all gonna be a part of that net temporarily. You know what I'm saying? It's just they gonna be trying to keep themselves from being caught in that net.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Caught up in that net.
Long as you move within the boundaries of that net, you good. You trying to venture off, that net gonna hold you back. And this word net is all throughout the scriptures. Meaning it's not just whatever you want to make it apply to. It's talking about a specific thing.
That's in the next precept that we bringing out, Psalms chapter 57 and verse 6. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me. Unto the midst thereof, they are fallen themselves.
Yeah, so that same pit, that same trap they land before us, they gonna be caught in it as well. Because most of these enemies, they don't even know what they about to be a part of. But, like you just read, they prepared a net for my steps. So everything that you need in society, every step that you take, you're gonna need to be part of that net. You wanna start your car up, you need the RFID microchip. And that's why they want to do away with gasoline vehicles and do mainly electric vehicles. And you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, they can shut off your vehicle.
After they done bled the system, they bled the oil dry, and that ain't working for them no more. Because they could have been making we could have been using cars that run on water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, that would have crippled their money with the oil and stuff, because everybody was using the US dollar to buy oil and stuff. Cause did you know one of those brothers who was shot in that mass shooting out there in Buffalo, New York? He was one of the people that had came up with the invention of the water vehicle.
Yeah, I heard that.
So man, it's all kinds of ways you can really look at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wow.
Crazy.
All right, next precept is coming from the book. Oh, my bad, bro.
Get something real quick. Oh yeah, so like the brother read, they prepared a net for my steps. So everything you need in society, you're gonna need to be part of the internet. That's why you can't get a job without having an email. You got a physical address, but that ain't good enough.
Right.
You need an email address. You need an address on the net, on the internet. And at my job, they don't do paper paychecks.
Oh, yeah, no.
And not a job do that, you gotta have a bank account. They don't want to mail you a check, they want a deposit. You want to fill out a job application, they don't take applications no more. You gotta do it on the internet. So again, they have prepared a net for my steps. For every step that you need to do to take to be part of society, it's gonna be part of that net. Oh, one more thing. Oh, I got a quick statistic real quick. A survey published by Visa showed that 65% of customers feel more comfortable using biometrics and banking for safeguarding their payment details. So 65% or 2/3 of our people feel more comfortable switching to biometric forms of identification.
Next precept is coming from the book of, well, you know what, before we go on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just a net that they have set up. Because, like, think about it like this. We get our paycheck, we don't never see the dollar.
Oh, yeah.
It's all digital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just pay your bills online, you cash out. You know what I'm saying? The only way that you actually see the actual dollar is go to the ATM machine and withdraw money. And if you like the rich, they put limits on how much money you can get out your bank account.
Oh, yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you go to a gas station and do cash back, but the average person say, hey man, you got $1. I don't carry no cash on me, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a net, because when this thing roll out all together, ain't gonna be no ATM machine.
Yep.
Ain't gonna be no quarters, and you know what I'm saying? Remember how everybody cup holder in their vehicle used to be full of coins and you know what I'm saying? Like, your child asks you or your kinfolk asks you for something to drink or some candy, you just give them a handful of whatever is in the cup holder and they can go in there and get what they want.
Yeah.
Not no more, man. Everything digital. It's all a system, bro. This ain't no coincidence.
Yeah, ain't no coincidence. Yeah.
Those deep think tanks and stuff that they organize. This is just like when they created the barcode.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All levels it was all to be played out over time and stuff, man. And that's what's going on right now. I know a brother had a job where they had a discrepancy on mailing him a check. And not only that, they didn't mail it. He would like to pick his chick up from the job. After he get off work. He had to fight them tooth and nail about that, man. They wanted to only direct deposit his check and stuff, but he fought for it, and you know what I'm saying, they had to, you know what I'm saying, they gave him his way. But he had a real battle with the HR department because he wanted a paper check. He wanted to go cash his check. He wanted the money in his hand.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just digital numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? For all we know, it's just they just doing the math real good. We don't even really have that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just number on the screen and stuff. You know?
That's a new world order sign, man.
Yeah, man. Even in New York and stuff, they got the same horns and stuff.
Hey, that's the spirit. That's the new world order sign. If you don't give up your digital fingerprints, facial recognition, and you navigate through the city, that's who's gonna hear following after you. And like you say, it's pretty easier to have things in paper form for like tax refund stuff or different documentation that you may need, but you gotta go to the internet to get it or to print it off. You know, every step for everything you need to do in society, you gotta refer back to the net, to that digital web.
And if you don't have it, you at a standstill.
Oh yeah, it restricts your movement. You can't now you can't apply for that apartment if you can't get printing off your digital check stubs.
Yep. Or say for instance you need something from the IRS, but you got a lien on yourself, or you owe. They ain't gonna even give you what you need to move forward in society until you pay the piper.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all a part of a net. It's a big old net, man. I can't wait till this place burn, bro.
Yeah, I'm sick of all that. Like, either might say, oh, I can have my keys, my phone, my wallet. I'm sick of my keys, my phone, and my wallet.
I'm sick. I don't even want to make it to payday.
No, them the three things I lose the most.
Right, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I lost my man. I didn't know where that thing was, man. But hey, I'd rather look for that thing for weeks and months before I put something under my skin. We preaching the word.
Hey, come hear the word, real.
Come hear the word.
America gonna be destroyed.
See her eyes. She like, ooh. She want to stay here and eat her ice cream.
And say hey every day.
Yeah. All right. Starting back up, coming from the book of, he said, hey. Coming from the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, starting at verse 16. You got 17,
Yeah, that's right.
If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find them there first. And thou, Salaki, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Let's let these animals pass by. Judgment.
Yup. So yeah.
I'm gonna read it again.
Bet.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Yeah, so when adversity come upon you, who gonna be there first? Esau, the so-called white man. Because usually the person who calls in a murder is usually the person that did the murder. So if you find yourself in the middle of an air quality crisis, you know, who polluted up the air? Esau, the so-called white man. He create the problem and then already got a solution planned out for the people. Which, that's going to be how he get people to get themselves to join this digital web. Or for example, like when the levees broke.
Breaking her neck.
Oh yeah. Hey, and that's the spirit of America. They in the house of birth. Everything is fun and games to them. That's why the scriptures say, my children are their oppressors. Yeah, so you find yourself in any kind of adversity, you're going to find Esau there. In Jackson, Mississippi, with the water crisis. You had all these earthquakes. You had the flooding on the West Coast. You had the polar vortex that happened this winter. And you might hear that Esau say so many thousands of people had to evacuate from their homes. Well, where the hell did they go? They went to the FEMA death camps or so-called FEMA relief centers. You know, Esau gonna create a crisis and already have a way out for you. Well, it's gonna be the same thing with the money system. He's gonna create an economic crisis and he's gonna have a way out for you.
Food short when that food shortage happened, ain't no lights, ain't no medicine, ain't no water.
Yeah.
But they gonna have buses to pull up. They gonna have buses to tell you like, oh, we got you. We got places set up. You know, I know it's been tough on you. Just come on, we got locations set up. You know what I'm saying? FEMA is here. They're gonna have on them probably them FEMA shirts. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be hauling these people into those FEMA death camps, man. You know what I'm saying? But had you listened and took heed to the prophets that was bringing out the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you would have been able to escape that. You know, we ain't out here for our own good. You know, and like you say, like the scriptures say, they gonna already be there. The IRS send you a letter and tell you that you owe back taxes. You know what I'm saying? If you ask a simple question like, well, how do I get out of here? Why do I fix this? They got a whole regimen for you already laid out. And guess what? They created that for you.
Oh, I just thought of something to show you that this is all, you know, the internet, this is the net. American society is like one big digital spider web. Well, the IRS can track you down.
Yes, sir.
You know, your identification, your address is in the system. They gonna go through all your most recent addresses. Like every time I lose my driver's license, you know, it's a question. What is your most recent address? They got all my previous addresses, but I gotta pick the most recent one. So if somebody is in a net, part of a web, they're not ever hard to find. And that's why the IRS can come find you, you know, at your newest address, at your newest job. You've been only working there for 2 weeks, and they can garnish your check. And part of that web.
At my job, to obtain the license that I have to work at the company that I work for, they wanted to know the last job, all the jobs that you done worked at for the last 10 years.
I hate that.
All the residents that you lived in the last 10 years. Like, damn.
You drawing your own net when you do that, because you gotta, and pretty much they gotta inform consent. That you can't lie on none of this information. So you got all your addresses, your spouses. Oh, they may say names and aliases that you go by. You know, cars that you own, jobs you worked at. That's just the net that you're building around yourself.
Did you ever live that blah, blah, blah? And I be scratching my head like damn, I forgot I lived there. Yeah. They got it all, man. And you know they just make that stuff open for the government to have it as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because these not, it's not like 99-2000 when Cash Money was taking over. No, but it ain't paper. All this stuff is on computer.
That's that
net.
You
know what I'm saying? That stuff digital.
Yeah.
So when you send that information, hey, that stuff don't just go to one little inbox. That stuff get filtered out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a case file against you, man. They got everything. Everything, bro. Everything.
So I gotta keep dropping that thing, bro. So like we read, you know, you come in adversity, you're gonna find him there first. I'm gonna pull about 45 seconds from this article here.
All right, come.
So this is the article that, you know, that came out this past week. The WEF says CBDCs must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society.
Right, Shalom to the Elder Sagala. Shalom.
Shalom, Elder.
Y'all about to see me outside Rocket Dog.
So yeah, this stuff got to be implanted under the skin. Now, part of that net or that digital web gonna be inside of you. Now, some of this reading we gonna get real quick. Hey, we gonna get the subheading. The WEF has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. All right, a little bit of this. Oh, you gotta say something?
I'm just gonna say all the necessities.
Oh, yeah. All right. Near future citizens will need to use the latest technology, such as CBDC chip implant, in order to access their bank accounts. Another necessity. Because really, why do you need a bank account? Why can't we just hold our money? Why you want to hold it? Would you trust somebody that be like, hey man, when you get your paycheck, let me hold your money and I'll watch it for you? And then be all kind of hidden fees that you don't know about. You know, they can hit you up when you spend some money, but when they take some money, they don't tell you nothing. It just be like a service fee. Like what? And then they argue you down about that. All right, now it was something. All right, so it was something in this that I wanted to put, but again, it says that to participate in society and for basic needs, that you need this CBDC. So how they gonna force people to do this? So let me read down a little bit. One moment. Okay, so this is the point. So how they gonna force people to get these CBDCs? Well, we just read, if you've been in adversity, you're gonna find him there first. Well, Esau is gonna create all kinds of adversities with the financial system. Banks not working, not enough money, no money, crash of the dollar, blackouts. So this is the point. It reads, so they're using crises and disruption and unemployment to introduce universal basic income. So they're gonna create disasters. catastrophes. They're going to create economic disruptions, unemployment, to introduce a universal basic income, to soften the public up to accepting the CBDCs. So when you see these so-called natural disasters, you know, California, so when you see California underwater, when you see an earthquake destroyed an entire city, an entire state, none of those people can work. Well, that's a crisis, and also a disruption, because now you disrupting their flow of money, and it says unemployment to introduce a universal basic income. So they're gonna have all these different catastrophes, disasters, people not working, people can't work, to create the scenario to introduce a universal basic income, to introduce a digital money, to soften the people up, to be more willing to take it. So a lot of people can say they're not gonna take it. Well, under the current circumstances, you wouldn't. Hey, but when you ain't got no house to stay in, or an earthquake done swallowed up everything you got, you can't work, but you need money, and you gonna get that CBDC.
You ain't relying on y'all about 10 hours shot. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna take it.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they tell you can't live in your house, you know what I'm saying? You can't buy from this store. You ain't gonna be able to get no food, no water, none of that. If you ain't saying the hell with your system, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all about Shimmy Shot gonna provide for me. You don't have that mindset, you don't have that the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to stand on that right there. And man, you can say you ain't gonna take it, but hey, we gonna see.
Yeah.
We gonna see. Because without this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, you a lost sheep.
Hey, yup. Again, they say they're gonna use these different adversities and disruption and unemployment to soften the people up. That's the equivalent of trying to sweet talk a girl to get her to open up her legs. Well, Esau gonna take advantage of you in the spirit. You know, he's gonna penetrate you with that sharp point to implant that CBDC microchip inside of you.
Apply that pressure.
Yup.
All right, starting back up. Still in the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and reading verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly.
Hey, see? Hey, that's what we read, that they're going to use disruption, adversities, and unemployment to soften up the people. That's speaking sweetly. He going to sweet talk you into sticking out your arm.
You ain't ate in 2 weeks.
Aww.
Get on this bus. We got food. We got water. You know, we got everything. We even got Wi-Fi.
Oh, your little children, you need to eat. You look so hungry.
What about your family?
If you love your loved ones.
Right. Let's start over. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit.
And what's that pit? Another word for the net. They're gonna try to get you trapped in that digital web.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Yeah, he gonna change his countenance. He gonna be sad with you. He gonna be sad for you. He gonna cry with you. Well, all he trying to do is throw you in the pit. And Shalom to the brother, Yawitazah Awar. Shalom, bro. Yeah, Bashim outside Barakazah. And that's why Esau speak of things like identity theft, having your bank account hacked into. And that's why cyber attacks gonna be the new thing. You know, you're getting attacked in ways you don't even see. Hey, boy, you become part of this web, you know, it's all gonna be good.
Right, you're gonna get the real attack. You become in this part of this web and take that up under your skin. Right? Alright, next precept is coming from the book of Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. And it reads, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and enhancement because they are many. I'm gonna start off, bro. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
So yeah, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. And what does it mean to go down to Egypt? Well, there's levels of information. But our people, they're going down into Egypt, meaning they getting a lower level form of information. When you forsake the Lord, when you go to Egypt, he saw the so-called white man for help, you actually downgrade.
We're reading the Bible. That's what we're doing. Y'all come get the word.
Hey, America gonna be destroyed. We got a way out.
It ain't cool enough for them to come over here, man.
Yep.
This ain't cool enough for them.
No. Hey, but see, they forsaken help from the Lord. You know, they ain't gonna come over here. Hey, but soon as the blackout happened, they're gonna start picking up their phones.
Right.
When is the power coming back on? You know what I hope? I hope that cell phones don't work neither. So everything ain't gonna work. People gonna call their power company just to find out the phone.
I mean, the power went out at the cell phone company too.
True.
They gonna get their operator as long as they got battery. What's going on? Mama, my phone don't work.
Yeah.
Baby, ain't nobody phone working. Let me go up here to this 7-Eleven and see if I can get some answers from them brothers who I said they was reading out the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna come up here and this whole place probably be on fire.
But I hope we get to come out a little bit before things get all the way bad, just to see the change on people's faces. They ain't gonna be driving so fast then.
It's gonna be 20 people in one car trying to save gas.
Oh yeah. But yeah, our 2/3 of our people, they don't go to the Lord for help. They go down or downgrade into Egypt, spiritual Egypt, which is America.
Next precept we bringing out is coming from the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Hey, see? Previously we just read, they don't go to the Lord for help. They go down to Egypt for help. And then you got this word trust right here. They go to Egypt, Pharaoh, America, the white man, because that's who they trust in. And guess what? The trust in the shadow of Egypt is going to be your confusion. You keep trusting on these devils, they're going to keep you confused. Hey, like a bug in a web, you know, they confused. They don't know how to get out. You know, our people ain't going to know how to get out this situation. Hey, what up, bro? Man, it's crazy out here.
Y'all them Israelite boys I be seeing on.
Oh yeah, we just had a. No, he didn't say he'd been seeing us. He had an Edomite come up and try to hear. But yeah, the strength and Pharaoh is gonna be your shame. You trust in this place, you go down into Egypt for help, and that's gonna lead to your shame. You only gonna get yourself more and more entangled into this net, which is the internet.
You trusted Egypt by taking that you know what up under your skin. That's gonna be the ultimate confusion, man. The ultimate confusion for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you take that, you know what I'm saying, judgment is coming. It's only a matter of time before it comes for you, man.
Oh yeah.
Not trusting in how about Shimmy I was shot, man. That's a tough bill to pay, man. That's a tough bill to pay.
Hey, yeah, because they been deceived. And you're going to be punished with the deceiver.
You're going to be treated like a heathen.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And if you listen to the devil so much, you're going to be punished like the devil.
I was saying that earlier today, I read the article. They said
oh, bro, yeah.
They said they about to, very soon,
Say that you can't partake in society.
Yeah,
That's what we just brought that out.
Yeah, we just going that out. And they read that they're going to use different crises and disruptions and unemployment to soften the people up, to make them more willing to take the devil. You know, that's like sweet talking the lady, trying to get up in there.
And Israel is referred to as a lady.
As that lady, yup. And Esau would be the one that's trying to penetrate the Lord's woman, penetrate her. I can't even say the word. Penetrate you with that sharp point, put that microchip in you.
Yep. All right, next precept coming from the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 6. And it reads, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
And there go that word trust again. Well, you go down, you downgrade to a lower form of knowledge into Egypt, into America to get help. Trusting in Egypt contribute to your saying. Why? Because you leaning on this place. If you lean on anything that's broken, you gonna fall with it. For example, if I'm leaning on a glass door, the glass door is broken. It's eventually gonna fall. Well, I'm gonna fall with that glass door and it's gonna penetrate my hand. Well, Egypt or America, that's broken, that's falling. When this place fall, because you leaning with it, you gonna fall with it. You're gonna get your hand pierced. That CBDC microchip. Since you trust in it so much. Hey, I can't think of the saying, but pretty much you trust somebody so much, you see them jump off a cliff, you jump off with them. You know, you gonna make every move that they make.
Your friend jump off the cliff, you gonna jump off the cliff with them?
Yeah.
And you know, you trusting in this place, man, for help, because you can't get no food and water in the time of, you know what I'm saying, chaos. You trusted in him by taking that, all right, you know, taking that, you know what, into your under your skin. Guess what? You making this society your God.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You solely trusting, you know what I'm saying, in Babylon the Great. Because guess what? If you trust and truly believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua said that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna have no want in that time. Guess what?
He meant that.
He meant that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But like you said that this society is they want that microwave effect. You know what I'm saying? They want that instant gratification. They want that instant they want things to subside instant. You know what I'm saying? I remember this motivational speaker had said, pain, it might last a minute, it might last an hour, it might last a week or a month, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. So guess what? We might have to go through a short period of time of seeing what we made of. You know what I'm saying? Being purified. You know what I'm saying? Back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna take it? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You don't take that and you continue to trust and believe on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then he gonna do exactly what he said he gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta trust and believe and know that he the only help that we got out here. These devils, they ain't for your good, man. They ain't got nothing good lined up for you. You know what I'm saying? If they had something good lined up for you, it'd be the first time in history that it ever happened.
Yeah, if they got something good lined up, why they holding it back?
Right.
I got a precept to go behind what you said. Isaiah 30, verse 5. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be a help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. So you trusted into a people who can't help you, benefit you in any way. Hey, but the one who can help, you look right past it.
Right. Or you keep on driving.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You this ain't cool enough for you.
Or you hear it, but it's not considered high level enough or deep enough.
He was expounding that mom and son was looking over here like that lady right here right now.
Yeah.
But when you try to invite them over to see what we doing, nah, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll check this out when I got time. When I get some time and stuff like that, man.
And you something I've been seeing too. Esau rolled down the window. Some of our people, they window may be down a little bit, but then they gonna roll it up.
Yeah. Hell, Esau, damn, you saw like Esau come over here and listen to you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But our people, they think that they in a good case because they can drive in their car, they AC still working. You know what I'm saying? They paying $1,900 on their mortgage. They can still afford that. They got things to do. You know what I'm saying? They can still operate in this society. So why would they stop their day, stop their life? Boy, man, that car was about to smack him on his butt, bro. But hey, man, you know, these people they don't care, man. This stuff ain't cool enough for them. But they thinking that they in a good case, man. But they don't know that we one more day closer, man, to their demise, man. You know what I'm saying? But if they know like we know, man, they better get with it, man. They better get with it. It's easy. I know it's easy for me to say this now because I understand. We got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. However, if I was in a car, man, and I seen people brothers on the corner reading Bibles, like that was. You know what I'm saying? I think to me that should strike something. A light bulb should go off, man. Like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's according to y'all about see me outside who don't understand this knowledge, who don't understand this.
I always been scary too.
Yeah.
Like not in the world, but scared. I always ask my mom about the end of the world. So if I saw this, that would have scared me. I'm home. They got Bibles. Let me go see what's going on. And all they had to say, yeah. What you said?
When I was a kid, man, it would be times I would be like in the backyard on the back porch, you know, just reading the Bible, trying to get some understanding. You know what I'm saying? Reading Revelation. I would only read Revelation.
Yep.
My mom would just be like, don't read Revelation only, baby. Jesus did some good things in the Bible. You know? And now that, you know, of course, years and years and years and years later, you know what I'm saying? I like to think that God Bashimi Awashai was just setting me up, you know what I'm saying, to eventually wake up and come into this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because to this day, Revelation still getting my mind correct.
Man,
you know
I read Revelation when I was 10. I cried in the bathroom.
Scared, huh?
Terrified, bro. I must have been in that bathroom about 2 hours.
Half understanding, I'm still scared, man.
Yeah.
Like, still scared, bro. Still scared. I remember reading about the description of Yahushua, and I remember that picture that they had in our church, and I was like, that don't look nothing like what I see at church, but I couldn't question it because I thought it was, you're going to hell. You are disagreeing with what, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what was going to happen if I asked the question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to a church probably like the same church that my grandmama had her whole family going to all our lives growing up. And I probably spoke to the pastor probably spoke to me probably twice in my whole life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, bro. Just praise the pastor, go off what he said. And then when church over, you go down to the basement and they feed you a ham plate.
Oh man, yeah.
Feed you a plate with ham on it, bro. Like ham and greens. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ham in that.
With more ham, with more pork inside of that, man. Like, bro. Hey, man, it's crazy, man. Ain't mean to get off subject. All right, next precept is coming from the book of Job, chapter 16 and verse 12. And it reads, I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark.
So Esau is setting us up for the mark.
Yes,
That's why he's doing cyber attacks, identity theft, fraud, to scare the people into converting to biometric identification. And again, the beginning of that reads, I was at ease. Right now we are at ease. We can do as we please. But what? Through different crises, disruption of payments, unemployment, Esau gonna create the adversity so then he can come sweet talking. That's what it means when it says, I was at ease, but he had broken me asunder. He gonna break our people through these different adversities. He have also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces. That's through these different adversities. He gonna break our people to pieces mentally to sweet talk them, and that's all part of the process to set you up for the market.
Sir, a lot of our people is gonna fall for that, man. They gonna be lining up. Just think about when the dollar collapses, the blackout happens, there's pure chaos going on. Man, you bet now you people ain't gonna be thinking about leaving their house, right? But then, what if they bring this system back up and they tell you that, I know you ain't ate in 2 weeks. You know, I know it's been rough for you. You know, we got grocery stores, we got doctors' offices open up. You know what I'm saying? But the only people who gonna be able to use those are the people. You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna are the people who we can count on in society.
Be a leader.
Yeah, be a leader, not a follower.
Take that step forward. Give us your hand.
Think about your. That sound like Uncle Sam wants you, like that old army poster and stuff. Yeah, man. And a lot of our people is gonna fall. It's gonna fall for that, man. Because you used to eating 4, 5, 6 times a day through all out the day. You're watching whatever movie you want to on these apps.
Why you eating?
You know what I'm saying? Smoking, drinking, just being your own king. And then it get cut off at the drop of a hat. And then somebody slide up on you with a solution.
That's Esau.
Yeah, that's Esau. However, you ain't never took heed to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't never displayed no fear for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are a precious metal. You are, you know what I'm saying, ruby and all that. But you full of dross.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be rewarded for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Next precept is coming from the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Hey, yeah. Hey, the Lord gonna cast out our people that's lukewarm in the faith. Why? Because they of the word. They still going down in Egypt for help and all of that. And even our people that claim to be in His truth, they eventually gonna go back down into Egypt for help with the microchip.
And then a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying, gonna have to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna leave my family because my family want me to take this? They looking at me as the head of the household right now, but when they get hindered from eating and drinking and having the necessities that they need, you know what I'm saying, because I won't take that, then man, a choice gotta be made. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know what I'm saying, your neighborhood drug dealer pulling up on you. Or this ain't the IRS about to garnish your check. You know what I'm saying? This is how about Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then you're gonna reap the rewards for the people, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, following Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's just what it is, man. I pray that Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, so I can endure. And if I do have to leave my family, you know what I'm saying, He put it in me to do it, you know what I'm saying, at the drop of a hat. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta run out my house with no shoes on, that's what He say I gotta do it. That's my lot. You know what I'm saying? I pray that His will be done, man. Nothing more, nothing less.
Hey, God. Hey, that's why the scriptures say, you know,
just to go right there and make a right, bro. did all that just to go right there and make a right.
Yeah, that's
crazy,
bro.
Wait till this gas gone.
Yeah.
People gonna be riding and walking on their bike making car noises and stuff.
Hey, don't let his car be working. He gonna be a target.
Oh yeah.
He gonna be heard all over Louisville.
Oh yeah.
13 to 16.
17.
Oh,
right.
Let's get 16.
I already read 16.
Oh, I mean 13. 13 to 16. Chapter 13.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, I skipped over 17. I just read 17. Make sure.
Oh, we read 16.
We read 13. Hey, it's lucky for that. Hey man, hey, it's the spirit, bro. All time. Revelations.
Hey, you know Esau. That same damn part. You know Esau got his internet, his net, his digital web. Hey, the scriptures, it's like a spiritual web. It all tied together.
Yes, sir. All right. Revelations, lucky for that. 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah, we just read that, you know, currently we at ease. Esau gonna break us asunder, take us by the neck, and shake us to pieces. Put us through these different adversities to set us up for the mark. And back to that article, what did it read? That in the near future, all citizens will have to be implanted with the CBDC microchip in the very near future. You know, not in the near, but the very near future. That could be a couple weeks, you know, to a couple months. It's really this year.
Right. One more day closer. No matter when it is, one more day closer to that day.
Hey, yup. Hey, and then a day's time is not the same day's time that it was back then. Hey, a day not 24 hours no more. I don't care what the clock say. A day be over in like 18 hours.
Oh, this is how I gauge my weekends. Once we come out here and go home, it's time to start back getting ready for work.
Oh, yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's time to set your mind on going back to, you know what I'm saying, captivity.
Yep.
Those that work Monday through Friday.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's how I gauge my day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with time flying by,
Oh,
man.
I'm glad.
What, today is the 15th?
Hey, this month halfway over.
We just paid rent. We just paid the mortgage.
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bam. Bro, the days be going by so fast. You know what I'm saying? In my house, that's that brother, that Israelite brother. They got the camp out there in Arlington.
Okay.
In Arlington. The days go by so fast, man. Man, my rib, I ain't putting that on me. My rib, man, be forgetting to pay the bills, man. Like, bro, money be in the accounts, bills not paid. You know what I'm saying? This thing is man, before you know, man, you know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture say that, you know what I'm saying, the day of the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta continue to stay on our watch, bro. Because all these things, like, man, these things just coming, it's so much coming out right now. It's so much coming out. But do you know what up under your skin? Bro, I got crunk.
You called me, yeah.
I was so crunk, man. Like, man, it's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. Now, how much more when this thing further itself? You know what I'm saying? And when next month when the
bricks get
activated.
Come
on, man. Come on, bro. And all these times we've been out here on these highways and hedges, we gonna just disappear one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about some y'all shot gonna move us off these highways, man. And these people gonna have so many questions, bro. So many questions.
Hey, Shalom to Yahweh's messengers. Reasonable service, Yahweh Bashim outside Barakatah.
Shalom, brother.
Hey, we gonna be straight chilling. Hey, because this really, I'm not gonna even say a part-time job. It's another job.
This is our first job. This is our first full-time job.
Yup. So we're not necessarily gonna be working this no more, as far as gathering and edifying the elect. But we're not gonna be working for Esau ass no more neither.
Right. We're gonna
Most
be
important.
Lord willing, we're a part of that number. We working this full-time job, and we gonna reap the benefits from working at this company, working for y'all by Shimmy outside. You know. All right, reading on. Still in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, reading verse 17, and it reads, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name."
That no man might buy or sell. And what did the subheading say? The WEF declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. So no man won't be able to buy or sell unless they get this here.
Right. Hey man, but think about it. Here we out here telling you, like, you know what I'm saying, the prophets has always been on the highways, you know what I'm saying, prophesying the downfall, telling you the things to come. Guess what? It's here now.
Yep.
It's here now. You know what I'm saying? But some of our people still not gonna hearken, man.
Nope.
It's a beautiful thing to be laboring in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Doing the will and the work of Yahweh Shimmy outside and see these things come to pass, man. Like, to see it, man, that's part of the reward. You know what I'm saying? To believe these things and now they here. That's a Yahweh Shimmy outside. He's spoiling us, man.
Yeah.
He's spoiling us with these little treats here and there, man. Mass judgment going out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We telling people that the dollar gonna collapse. You know what I'm saying? I remember about 5-6 months ago, I was telling my cousins at my house that the dollar is gonna collapse. I told them that I was telling them about the BRICS nation. One of my cousins, he just didn't say nothing. But the other cousin, he was just like, nah, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. You know what I'm saying? Our country too strong, kinfolk. Our country too strong.
Trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Trusting in the shadow of Egypt, man. So now I send him stuff about the dollar now.
What did he say?
I send him stuff about the BRICS nation. He like, man, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? And now he don't be want to talk about it no more.
Oh yeah.
He was thinking that Ukraine was winning the war this whole time.
Man, why every time I see Ukraine on TV or on the internet, it's a ghost time.
Man,
It looked like a nuke already hit them.
man, and when I was telling him, we was talking about the Ukraine war, he was like, man, you crazy. And we feeding them all kinds of weapons.
And they going dry.
And that let you know that they need help. Russia just dealing with it like, I don't need no aid from nobody.
Yeah.
Bomb away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just sending them. You know what I'm saying? And you heard about they deemed against the law. You ain't supposed to
Fair
use
play,
them.
yeah.
And now Biden said he made a hard decision to send the cluster bomb. You know what I'm saying? They gonna send the cluster bombs in due time, and then the next day they was up.
Oh.
They was already up.
And see, hey, that's a Project Warp Speed.
Yep.
You know, they say something and they try to act on it expediently, if that's even a word. But pretty much they say one thing and speak that is for a time to come, but the next day is already there. That's how these devils operate. So when they tell you this CBDC gonna be here in the near future, hey, don't count on that too much. Act on it as if it's gonna be here tomorrow.
All right, reading on. Next precept is coming from the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it reads, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance when it punisheth pass by him.
So yeah, what was that? Wisdom of
Solomon 1 and 8.
Okay, yeah. He that speak unrighteous things can't be hid. You know, revealed where the wicked would be revealed through his actions and through the things he speaks. That's why we also read, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. Well, the wicked is going to speak unfair and unjust laws. That's another way that you're going to know it's the wicked. And then another way that you know it's the wicked is when he coming down upon you with great wrath. So the ones trying to microchip you, the ones putting you on the chopping block, ordering your execution, that's going to be the wicked. Hey, and just as simple as the Edomite saying, off with his head, that's an unrighteous thing. Hey, so the wicked can't be hid once he begins to speak. Hey, and judgment not going to pass by him neither.
Unless you one of those that's gonna be the lucky ones that's in those bunkers, you know what I'm saying, who not gonna taste death, you know what I'm saying, but they gonna be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know? Y'all about shoot me, I wish I got rewards going out for all y'all. Alright, pick it back up. Next precept is coming from the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, unrighteous dealings, unrighteous speaking, unrighteous decrees. You know, grievousness, which is written and prescribed. Them acting out on their wicked imagination, sharpening their tongue as a serpent. You know, declaring these draconian laws. Because of those unrighteous dealings, they're going to be removed from power. The Lord found out they not fit for rulership. And the kingdom going to be translated to the righteous. Just as they speaking unrighteous decrees, LGBTQ rights, we speaking righteous decrees. They saying save the trainees, he saying kill the trainees. He's speaking for the microchip, we saying F the microchip.
Right.
Hey, so the kingdom gonna be translated to us.
We saying, you know what I'm saying, don't let your kids have sex changes. They telling you you're going to jail for not paying for them.
Oh, yeah, not paying for it.
Not paying for them, man. That's just unrighteousness, man, and wickedness, bro.
So yeah, the Lord gonna show favor to us and reward us with the kingdom.
Sir, righteous reward, man. Nothing that we have ever, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, Yahweh Shemi Yahushua has been keeping us, you know what I'm saying, been blessing us throughout our life. You know, the reward that we got coming, man, and we just ain't gonna be able to just take it all in. Just believe it's happening to us.
It's not even nothing we can ask the Lord. Like, Lord, in my wildest dreams, I want this.
Right.
The Lord gonna say, that's all?
That's all? Right.
Like, I got you.
Right. Our head would probably bust a blood vessel if we knew how beautiful it was gonna be for us in the near future. Lord willing, we are part of that number.
Yeah.
All right. Next precept, this is the last precept, is coming from Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
So you keep this word, the Lord gonna keep you in that temptation. He gonna keep you from it, or if you in that hour of temptation, he's gonna preserve you through it, that you don't give in. What's that hour of temptation? When it's you and the devil, the beast, Esau the white man, face to face, and he's trying to penetrate you and give you that CBDC microchip. When he's sweet talking you and trying to convince you to get that microchip, that's our hour of temptation. And because this is all good, you know, this is practice. Hey, but it's gonna come down to that hour and to that moment. Now, it's a bunch of people that's doing what we doing. They're not gonna make that hour of temptation. They're gonna break and fold just like the other people who ain't hearing this word in the first place.
all hell is breaking loose, and it ain't looking so good for you.
Yeah.
And you think that Yahweh Shimmy Shai, he ain't with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a decision to make. What is your choice gonna be? You know, for those who stand tall for Yahweh Shimmy Shai, no matter what can possibly happen to them, no matter what they put on them, because you gotta also keep in mind they gonna be telling them they ain't gonna force it on you, but they gonna leave you with a choice.
Yeah.
You take it, you gonna be good. If you don't, we gonna kill you right here, right now.
They be like, sorry, son, sorry. What Esau like to say? Sorry, my boy, nobody's coming to save you.
Do it yourself, because the carrier ain't coming.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, you got a choice to make. They might have your family lined up, telling you like, if you don't take this, then your family gonna perish. Well, you got a decision to make. Yeah, you heard them correctly. They said your family gonna perish if you don't take this. And guess who else heard them? Yahweh Shimmy Shai, he heard them say that too. But the choice is still on you. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You can't plead to Yahweh Shimmy Shai. I took it because they said they was gonna kill my family. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, well, hey, I heard that, but I got this reward for you. You know what I'm saying? For taking it, I got a reward for you for taking it. You know what I'm saying? And for those who say, hey man, screw you, newsflash, buddy, do what you want to with me. I ain't taking it. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shimmy Shai, he got a reward for you too. He got a righteous reward for those, you know what I'm saying, that kept his patience, man. You know, and that's what it all boils down to. You know what I'm saying? We out here on these highways and hedges, man, because we got a big test coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of little small tests that we doing right now. But the final test is coming. You know what I'm saying? What your grade gonna be, you can either get an A or an F.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that F stand for fire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The A, we say the A stand for abundance. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Wondrous, you know what I'm saying, work that Yahweh Shimmy Shai got set up for those who trusted him, you know what I'm saying, wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, it's here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no longer coming, it's here now.
Yeah.
One more day closer. Got it.
Hey, that was it. Hey, yo, that CBDC coming.
Sir.
And we can't wait for it.
Right. We're gonna end it off on that note. Facing the east, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, teaching his truth in its entirety. We out here on the highways and hedges out here in Louisville, Texas. Hoping that this lesson was edifying, and the water to all the brothers with the precepts on the comment board. Keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? We almost out of here. ETA above the bar.
All right, soon. Shalom.
Over 2 minutes. I mean, over 2 hours.
Oh, yep.